Critic back, and today is the 10-year anniversary of Wreck-It Ralph. Isn't that awesome, you guys? I hope you all had a happy Halloween, actually. Sorry I didn't begin with that, but still, hope you did, and let's get on with the review. We're reviewing both two movies, you know? What, you thought I was going to review these movies on their 30-year anniversary? Not a chance. And what is this movie about? Well, apparently, Wreck-It Ralph was an actual real game, actually, back in the 80s. It's actually a true story. Disney actually bought the rights to a video game franchise, and, yeah, they made it into its own little movie. It's sort of like the Emoji Movie, if the Emoji Movie was actually good. What's this movie about? What's Wreck-It Ralph all about? What's his life in the story? Well, outside the game, he's the bad guy of Fix-It Felix Jr. You're a video game franchise that was beloved and all that stuff. But inside the games, he's actually a bit of a softie, and he really lives this really sad life. Like, he lives in a dump. Like, at the end of the day, when the arcade's closed, he doesn't live with the game of the people he tried to kill and stuff. He just lives in the dump. Even though he's not a real bad guy, he's just a guy who's doing his job of what he was programmed to do. Whatever, he heads to some sort of bad guy meet and tell them that he doesn't want to be the bad guy anymore, but he can't mess with the program. He can't be going turbo. You know what I mean? Point is he has to take it one game at a time, but he's sick and tired of just being mistreated all the time. Anyway, at his 30-year anniversary party, they're having a party without him, and he has a chat with Felix. I'm surprised Felix didn't invite him to the party or something. Like, what the actual hell? He's a big part of the game, you know? Oh, I mean, he may play as a bad guy, but he's actually a nice person inside the game. So what the actual hell? Why treat him like he's just some sort of demon or something, you know? Whatever. Felix invites him for some cake, but the Nicelanders aren't very nice to him, especially this guy. I don't know why they call them Nicelanders. They're very far from nice, more like Meanlanders. For him, I'd call him a Dicklander. Because he is kind of a dick, you know? He's mean, he's all like, you're just the bad guy who wrecks the building. You know, Ralph is more than that, okay? Point is if Ralph gets a medal, he would live in the penthouse and have a new life. So he actually does. In the Founder's Keep of Tabbers, he comes across a soldier dude who has PTSD. A dude who actually kind of looks like a character from Halo. That probably is based off the character. Any character from Halo. Oh, anyway, yeah, he asks him if he can go to the game because, you know, the game has a medal, you know, and, you know, it's shiny and says hero on it. Point is, he refuses to take him, but thanks to his PTSD and a cockroach being on Ralph's shoulder, he knocks him cold and steals his armor and goes in the game of hero's duty. Well, this lady, Sergeant Calhoun, tells the first-person shooter all this stuff while Ralph is just freaking out, being like, when did video games start becoming so violent and scary? I don't know, dude, but that's a good question. And point is, he does interact with it, and point is, he's not going for that again. So he takes off the armor, climbs up the building, and gets the medal, where he's greeted with all these holograms and pictures of awesome fantasy of his new life. But he accidentally steps on a Cybug egg, which are the villains of the game, Cybugs. So, yeah, point is he accidentally gets into a skate pod and accidentally goes crazy around the game while Felix is looking for him because their game is now out of order because Ralph is not around. Anyway, Ralph and the Cybug head to a land that's going to give Willy Wonka a run for his money, Sugar Rush. The Cybug presumes to be dead by dying in the taffy swamp, while his medal is stuck in a tree. While trying to get it, Ralph interacts with this girl named Vanellope, who mistakes his medal for a coin. And then she starts glitching for some reason. Anyway, during the track, they were going to have the citizens and the racers of Sugar Rush were going to have a race, a traditional race or something like that, where their King Candy. Point is, it goes as well as you think. Vanellope gets discovered because she's such a glitch, and she's not allowed to race. But Ralph, dressed up as some sort of gooey monster thingy, he covered in toffee and sweets and all that kind of stuff. Point is, he gets captured while Vanellope gets away. And Ralph, he gets captured, and he just wants his medal, man. He just wants his medal. Oh, and, well, yeah, point is he escapes, and he sees Vanellope getting picked on by the other kids and destroying her pedal cart. Point is, he kind of stands up for her in a way. Point is, he just, they sort of make a deal. He makes her a car. He'll win the race for her. So, they make a car, and they go for this cool little montage of big bro, little bro. Big bro, little sister. Bond, apparently her and Ralph are sort of a lot alike, Vanellope too sleeps in a place of filth, she wraps herself like a little homeless lady with candy wrappers. So, those two are not exact, so those two are kind of a lot alike, actually. The point is they, they have a fun montage of her learning to drive, and while King Candy, he gets enough, so he gets the medal back from entering the code, going through all the up, down, left, right, B, A, start, gets the medal, talks to Ralph, tells him that if Vanellope wins the race, she'll be added to the thing where the race can choose her as an avatar. Or if she becomes an avatar and starts being herself, they'll think the game is broken, they'll be put out of order. She's a glitch, she can't leave the game. And if they unplug the game, she'll die. It's horrible. Ralph tries to convince Vanellope, and Vanellope gives him a heart necklace that says "You're my hero" on it. He tries to convince her to not do the race, but when the truth's out of the bag, and it goes as you least expected. They both flip out on each other, and Ralph does this for quote unquote for her own good, and well, it's like that scene in Space Jam: A New Legacy, if the rapping scene, you don't want it to happen, but it's gonna happen. He used his wrecking abilities to destroy that car, and well, Vanellope says he really is a bad guy. It's kind of heartbreaking. Anyway, he enters back to the penthouse, where he's a man of his word, gives him the key to the place. It's not going to last long because the thing will be unplugged. And, well, yeah, it's all depressing, really. But Ralph sees a picture of Vanellope on the side of the game console, so he heads back to Sugar Rush, questions Sour Bill about it. Apparently, King Candy tried to delete Vanellope's code. Why is he doing this? We don't know yet. Apparently, he locked up all the character's memories, and they don't know why. All we know is if she crosses the race, crosses the thing, the game will reset. It won't become a glitch anymore. Ralph comes across Felix in the fun dungeon, get it? Play on words. Well, he had his own little B-plot. Apparently there's this B-plot where Felix starts having feelings for Sergeant Calhoun, but she has a broken backstory. She has a hardcore, horrible backstory where she fell in love with this man who referenced her as one dynamite gal, but on their wedding day, a cyborg ate him, and wow. And you want to know what's disturbing? Cyborgs become what they eat. So that basically means she had to kill her fiance in a way. Damn, that's extra. Damn, that really is dark. But, the point is, he really has, feelings for this girl, and it's basically their plot of the movie. The spoiler alert, they do get together and end up being married. Good for them. Anyway, Felix fixes the car for Ralph. Vanellope enters that race, and it goes as well as you think. Turns out King Candy was revealed to be Turbo. Who's Turbo? Apparently, a long time ago, Turbo was an old video game character. He loved the attention, but when a new game got plugged in and stole Turbo's thunder, he got jealous. So jealous, abandoned his own game, tried to take over the new one. Both games shut down, and Turbo, he was never heard from again. And, well, apparently he reprogrammed the whole world of Sugar Rush. He reprogrammed the whole game. Anyway, Vanellope managed to take him down, and she tried to win the race, but it goes as horribly planned because that Cybug didn't die, it multiplied, laying eggs everywhere, destroying Sugar Rush. And even eating King Candy in a way, making King Candy a Cybug, or in this case, a Turbo Bug, or Turbo. Either way, it's terrifying. And what's with all these weird lines on his face? I know he's morphed with the Cybug, but what's with all the weird lines on his face? I get it, it's supposed to make him look more evil and scary, but come on. Anyway, point is they need a beacon to stop all the things. So Ralph goes to Diet Cola Mountain to drop all the Mentos into play to cause a massive beacon. And well, they normally say don't go to the light, but in this case, we have to make an exception. Ralph's life is saved by Vanellope. She crosses the finish line, and the game resets, and she reveals to be a princess. One question, actually. If she's a princess, then why the hell does she still glitch? It doesn't make any sense to my perspectives. Whatever. Things start going all happily ever after. Felix and Calhoun got married. Ralph has a friend. He has his own home now. Built up a shack. Gave all the forgotten, abandoned video game characters that don't have a home, an actual home and a purpose. Making the game retro. And making Sugar Rush retro because by using her glitchy move, making the kids love Vanellope. And the Icelanders are being nice to him. Just how it is. All loose ends, all tied, and happily ever after. So that's Wreck-It Ralph. Now we move to Ralph Wrecks the Internet. I'm sorry, Ralph Breaks the Internet. I'm sorry, but it should have really been called Ralph Wrecks the Internet. Am I right? I know, break the internet. It's sort of a thing, but isn't break the internet a thing when Kim Kardashian took up a nude picture and stuff and broke the internet then? And I'm sorry, but break the internet would have been a lot better in my opinion. Hell, they even said so in the trailer. Anyway, it takes place 6 years, figuratively and literally, outside the movie and inside the movie. Ralph and Vanellope are going through this whole routine where they eat burgers, drink root beer, hang out in video games. But when a new game gets plugged in, apparently Mr. Whitlack didn't get a new video game. He got the internet, aka Wi-Fi. Point is Vanellope is belly aching about it should have been a new game because she's sick and tired of her old one. She kind of wants something new, and so Ralph does her a favor by making her a new road called Rocky Road. Oh, but it goes as well as you think. The steering wheel accidentally comes out of the console. Mr. Whitlock tries to plug it back in, but ends up breaking. He tries finding a replacement part on eBay, but it's more than what this game makes in a year. So Sugar Rush makes like $100 a year. God damn. I guess the next one's gonna be about him losing business. Whatever. Sugar Rush gets unplugged, and all the characters are homeless. And in this first one, Calhoun and Felix had their own little plot about them falling in love. Well, this plot is about them having kids. And that's it. We don't see clips of how they tamed them. We don't see any things of how they did. After we see Felix drink some root beer from Tabber's, that's about it. No conclusion. We see them at the end, and apparently they did something that's amazing that would make Super Nanny jealous. Something that they should write down in a book. Something they should reveal to all the parents how they tamed all 15 of their kids. But we don't see it, so I'm not talking much about their plot. Anyway, Vanellope's all depressed and insecure because her video game's gone. She thinks she has no purpose. But they have an idea. They were talking about eBay, the new steering wheel, so they have to go to the internet. Go to eBay. Basically the place where I go to get all my shopping done and get that wheel. They go to the internet. But apparently they bit off more than they can chew, literally. When they were about to buy the steering wheel, they bet a lot of money. lot of money. But they're video game characters. How are they going to get rich playing video games? Thankfully, conveniently, there's an ad that tells them to get rich playing video games. Apparently, if they got this girl named Sheng's car from a game called Slaughter Race, basically a watered Disney down version of GTA, they would get a lot of money for the car. They tried to get the car, didn't work. Ralph talks to them. Shane doesn't want to give them their car, but she is willing to help. Apparently there is a way to make money on the internet by stealing more than stealing cars. Basically the way how I'm trying to make money. Making videos on YouTube. But in this case, it's BuzzTube. Why didn't they use YouTube? Like, seriously, in the movie, Ralph makes money off of BuzzTube. What the hell is BuzzTube? They had the rights to YouTube, so just go with that. Whatever, they made it with their friend named Yes, as the algorithm of BuzzTube. Still a lame name. Amen, that's basically what goes on. Anyway, there's a montage of him making viral videos and all that stuff, and yeah. Well, and then Vanellope, she gets sent to ohmydisney.com as a pop-up ad, which, in my opinion, kind of just drops a bomb on all the Disney and Pixar movies in one universe. I think it really drops a bomb right here, drops a bomb. So, it's confusing to say, but I think this movie confirms about the fairy and stuff, in a way. I don't know, just point is, it is crazy. See, point is, she meets up with all the Disney princesses, and she actually convinces them to get some new threads on them. And I gotta say, the Disney princesses all look nice, especially since they're voiced by the original princesses. Well, the ones who are still alive. I just love how they all look. Look, not just the animation for some of them that were hand-drawn, but just their clothing. They all look like high school old girls at a slumber party. Look amazing. Then, especially Snow White, Pocahontas, Mulan, and Cinderella, Jasmine. They all look great. The ones who were originally hand-drawn and stuff, and now put into this animation, they all look great. Whatever, point is, they tell Vanellope that she needs to sing about her own dreams, and apparently she does. She finds this special water to sing in, and apparently she teleports to Slaughter Race. I never got this part. She just looks at the water, and suddenly she's teleported back to the land of Slaughter Race. Did her body just go unconscious, and then she sleepwalked back to Slaughter Race, and then her body gained conscious or something? Seriously, I never got that. Is the whole song taking place in her head? Because Slaughter Race is a very crazy game. Whatever. Point is Shane is supposed to be like the big sister to Vanellope right now. She's trying to tell her, when Vanellope wants this to be her new home. She likes it here now. Because, yeah, since Ralph is able to afford the steering wheel now, she thinks life is going to go back to normal. She doesn't want that. Anyway, Ralph eavesdrops on what they were hearing, and he doesn't want to, So we asked Stan, the guy from the ad, if he knows anything about a virus. He takes him to this guy who gives him an insecurity virus that will, quote-unquote, make the game boring. More likely kill Vanellope. It goes as well as you think. He plants the virus, but it goes all crazy. Vanellope nearly dies. Good thing Ralph managed to get her out of there. They share a hug, but Vanellope realizes what Ralph did, gets pissed at him, takes that candy heart necklace, throws it across the thing, and it breaks into two, making it really sad. Not as sad as the part where he breaks the car in the first one, but still sad. And anyway, the insecurity virus is still around, and it starts copying Ralph's insecurities, making crazy zombies about him, destroying the internet, making hundreds of zombie clones. Anyway, Ralph and Vanellope unite. Vanellope didn't say she didn't want to be his friend anymore. She just said he was acting like a bad friend. Okay, that I get. The whole don't follow me and the whole getting angry at him. But the whole throwing the candy heart necklace that she made for him over the thing where it got broke, that just raises some eyebrows and this and that. Anyway, they were originally going to take it to a place where all the Ralph's can get deleted, but it matches up to a Ralph Con. You know, King Kong, Ralph, pointers. That's what I call it. Anyway, it gets Vanellope, but, you know, Ralph, he tells it that she isn't his property. It's okay to let go. It will hurt. It'll hurt like a son of a bitch, but it's the right thing to do. Ooh. And deep down, after when you're done, you'll feel happy, you know? You'll feel better later. And Ralph's insecurity sort of goes away now. Like all the Ralphs sort of like get it, and they just vanish. And the internet kind of goes back to normal. Ralph and Vanellope sort of, you know, talk for a bit. They share the heart necklace since it's split into two. Sort of like one of those lover lock things, but they're not lovers, they're best friends. And yeah, and I gotta say, this is one of those movies where a character actually goes to something that they set their minds to. Most characters mostly just turn around and go back, I want to go home. Oh, but no, Vanellope, she straight goes to Slaughter Race, which kind of begs the question, didn't in the first movie her game became retro because of her crazy-ass powers? Now when the game actually gets fixed, people are going to question, hey, where's Vanellope? She's got that crazy cool power. Or better yet, when Mr. Wicklack receives the wheel, isn't going to be like, hey, I didn't order this. What did I order this? How did I get this? And if he was able to fail putting in the wheel the first time, what makes you think he's going to put it in successfully the second time? And what about Ralph's game? When Ralph's gone, which was basically the reason for the first movie of the game getting out of order, so again, something doesn't add up. There's like bits of continuity that needs to be explained. And my guess is throughout the 6 years, the game didn't really get that much, you know, it basically just got down low or something like that since it's been 6 years and stuff. Whatever. Ralph and Vanellope go through a screen time with their phone thingies, and they just, you know, Ralph sort of betters himself. He joins Zangief's book club. They do this thing every Friday night. Apparently, Ralph and Vanellope are only allowed to visit each other on July 28th. God, I hope I got that right. And that's basically the end of the movie. Oh, wait, there's a scene in the trailer that didn't make it into the movie, so they just squeeze into the movie after the trailer, where Ralph overfeeds a bun until it blows up. And that was Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Wrecks the Internet, Ralph Breaks the Internet, whatever. What can I say about these movies? I liked them. I really did. First one is better than the second. I'll give them that. But the second one, I do have a bit of a soft spot for it. It's like 2 hours long. God damn. But I really do have a soft spot for Ralph Breaks the Internet. And even if I'm more of a Wreck-It Ralph person, I still like the second one. Even if it doesn't follow some continuity parts. And, you know, personally, Wreck-It Ralph, out of 10 out of 10. Ralph Breaks the Internet, 9 out of 10. So far, I love it. Anyway, this review shout-out goes to Dan TDM. The TDM stands for Diamond Minecart. What does this dude do? Ooh, he's a gamer. He's a cool gamer who plays retro games, any sorts of games, even does challenges and really funny videos. Hell, it's not all he's done, actually. He apparently even voiced a character in this movie. E-Boy. Isn't that something? And it would be the first time he played as a character, actually. He played as Sai from Skylanders Academy. I tell you, Dan TDM is actually my favorite gamer ever. Hell, he even made it in Minecraft story mode. So go check out Dan TDM. Remember, the TDM stands for Diamond Minecart. Anyway, this is the F-Man telling you to like, subscribe, hit notification. Happy 10th anniversary on Wreck-It Ralph. Bye!